Hey, this your boy right here. This is it's Patterson. Well, yes, yeah, your boy Patterson. You finally hearing my voice. Know how it is, and what I do. I'm primarily from New York, but I like to travel. I like to travel to Afro American events or black events, and speak my mind because the mind is a terrible thing to waste. So if I have a lot to say, I like to say. So as of lately, I've been to a program called the Superman Conference. It's in New Jersey, in the Transformational Center at 628 Grove Street, Irvington, New Jersey, and it was under Pastor Rick Greene and Apostle AJ. Everything was going okay and everything. I seen Pastor Rick Greene. He looks a little chubby guy. AJ, this big built, this muscle guy with a tight shirt on, like you want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger and all that, but everything was okay though. It was pretty good. They showed different film clips about people trying to follow after their destiny, and everything was going on. It was everything was going on pretty good. I mean, I was actually having a good time. Everything was going on exactly how I expected it to be. It was actually a good show. I really enjoyed it. I seen a lot of promotional speaking by Rick Greene. Rick, for like a old chubby guy, I mean, he could move around and get excited. I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, that's Rick for you. So it was very, very exciting. I gotta say, I had no problems with it until you had a guy in yellow who was a corrections officer, and he said he was in pain. He had to have open heart surgery. He was getting afflicted, but he still had that artistic type of zeal with him. So, and he said he wanted to draw. He went him to draw, and I said, okay, no problem. He showed his artistic zeal, and he drew a black Superman. That made me feel good. And Rick Greene was like, this is what you need to be, this black Superman. I had no problem with that because you read biblical stories of Samson. He was like this Superman. He used to, oh man, you got to read the story. King David, when he used to kill those Philistines, a black Superman. Or you read about Elijah, when he used to make fire come from heaven. I mean, these are black Superman. And when he showed this picture of a black Superman, I was really happy. But then came a big problem for me when he drew the picture right behind his black Superman being uplifted by a white Jesus. Oh my goodness. Yo, WTF. Out of all these years, y'all pastors still think that Jesus is white? And what do you mean, what does it matter? I know, what does it matter? What does it matter? There's usually only... What does it matter? If it didn't matter, there'd be no images, alright? It does matter because you're pushing white supremacy under the young black's mind. So that does matter. And when that happens, that's when I come in. And I speak my mind when you push your white supremacy. And this fat pastor, Rick Greene, over there all smiling. This is Jesus. How dare you, Rick Greene? That is not Jesus. That's Zeus. That's not Jesus. What's wrong with you? I mean, I'm just a little upset. I mean, out of all these years, and the majority of the people there, 90% of them were young black men looking for answers. And Rick Greene, Pastor Greene, he had the audacity to say that picture right there is Jesus. That's who you need. He's the one to help you. I mean, don't you know you had children there? Yes, children. You putting in a children's mind that this white person is Jesus. This person who's going around, that same white cops that's killing your people, even people like Dallin Hall, who's going around shooting people in South Carolina and awarding a Burger King and a little safety vest and all that. He's this fake image of Zeus right here. That's who it is. It tells you that. That's called the abomination of desolation when you intertwine righteousness and wickedness. The Bible says in Revelations 1:15, his head and his hairs were white like wool, as the texture of wool. His feet was as a face of a polished brass. It tells you in Daniel's. It says his arms and his feet like polished brass. It also tells you in a part of the Bible that there'll be another Jesus coming. Why there's different type of Jesuses in this world. Jesus is in this world. Like, for example, you have the Jesus of Islam. Like, for example, number one, let's get it straight. Allah and Jehovah are two separate gods, all right? One is false, one is real. So, and I'm not even gonna go into that, but there's a Jesus in Islam, and there's even a Jesus in like Buddhism. His name is Maitreya, but he's called the Jesus. There's a Jesus in Shintoism. Different religion have their own type of Messiah. They're not the same. That's why it says in the Bible, this you must follow the Jesus of the Bible. And who is this Jesus that's above this black Superman? That's Zeus. All right. That's actually the younger version of Zeus. If you look at pictures of Zeus, that's exactly who he used to look like. He used to look like Zeus, and sometimes they would paint him as Dionysus, but mainly that's actually a Greek god behind him. I mean, out of all this time, you still think Jesus is white after the scriptures tells you he is dark skinned, and it tells you that Christ, he really doesn't like, I'm gonna say this, he doesn't like white people that much. I said he doesn't like the Romans. There's other names that they call them in the Bible. They call the Romans the children of Esau, Edomites. And the Bible doesn't like them, but you have this fat guy, Happy Rick. After the guy drew the whole picture, he says this, that's Jesus. Wait, what the oh my goodness. How can that be Jesus? Okay, listen, how? It just doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm just going to bring it back to a historical point of view. Listen real closely. If Jesus Christ is a Caucasian man, a white guy, that means God is a white guy. That means Adam and Eve is white people. That means Noah is a white person. So, out of all that, where do black people come in? Think about that. No matter how many white children you can have, a black person can't come from that. But now let's look at this. Now Christ, if he's according to what the Bible says, a dark-skinned black man, and so as a father is like that, that means Adam and Eve, because had to been also dark-skinned. Noah was dark-skinned. You want to know where white people came from? Throughout the line, one of the children were born with vitiligo or albino, being an albino, and that's where white people came from. The perfect example. And they call this white person name, that's a whole different talk called Esau. But Rick Greene, for you to actually have the audacity to call that person above there, that Jesus, that fake I just had to talk about that. I was an eyewitness. I heard you say it. You said that's Jesus. Don't lie. If you over here lying, you are lying, Rick. You believe that Jesus is white, and for you to, there was children there. There were young black men. They were looking for answers, looking for the way. You said Jesus, not just any Jesus. You pointed to that Jesus. Now their mind is focusing, okay, that means the white man. Oh, let's go follow that Jesus. That's the thing. And at the end, the guy who was drawing it, he was getting afflicted too. He was in pain. I seen him. He was all in pain and things like that. He was in so much pain. After he drew that picture, he came and walked. So at the end of everything that happened, y'all circled around him, put your hands over him, and prayed that he might be healed. He's being punished, idiots. He's being punished. I mean, come on now. I mean, you should know better than that. I mean, I don't know if Apostle AJ, if you're in your right mind or something like that, but I gotta say, it says in the Bible about the fake pastors that scatter and destroy the sheep, that the Lord himself will go after them. You need to watch out for that, because you're not a real pastor, Rick Greene. You're just a hustle man, a fat hustle man, all right? That's all you are. Yeah, you're over Christian media. You have your own magazine. You're a hustle man. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you had some hoes or some thoughts or some sluts in your closet or something like that. I mean, you'd actually have the audacity to point your finger up there and call this picture Jesus on a Superman conference where you over there want to talk about what we really need. No, come on now. People, listen, white people are killing black people like flies, and it's not going to stop. It's going to get worse. This doesn't go like from 400. This goes actually all the way to 2,000 years where they were doing it. Ever since the Romans. Romans hated black people. Rick, you should know better. You're one of those fake pastors. I mean, you need to get your mind right. It probably is too late for you because you're so old and fat. But as for the other pastors that out there, understand. I'm cool with. I know other pastors like Keith Wilkes, and like some other ones. But Green, for you to say that that white person is Christ, and for you to say that, oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, if it doesn't matter, then put up a black Christ. What's up with that? Why do many churches they always show white Christ? Yeah, I'm gonna be getting into, like I said, I'm gonna get into you. I'm gonna be like a bicycle without no seat on it. I'm gonna get up in you. Yeah, and I'm gonna be just like, coffee without milk, strong and black. Yeah, this is Patterson right here, and right now, Rick Green, I don't know what your mind is on gangrene, but for you to actually push your white supremacy in there, yeah, that's what you're doing. By in a Superman conference with a white Jesus, you're pushing white supremacy on the low to these young black men that's looking for answers. So you're trying to say the answer is in a white man. No. The answer is in the Bible, the correct Bible, a book that I guess you don't even read because you would know better. How dare you? This is Brother Maddox, and I'm through.